So now what we are going to be doing in the third subtask is that we are going to be performing the actual calculations after taking input and handling the input in the previous two subtasks. We're going to be actually performing the actual calculator functions, that is addition and subtraction. So the task is to update a function called user input, which will return the variables a and b after taking input from the user, and it should update in the addition and subtraction functions. So let us look at the code. This display function we have already explained before. So there's a little change in the calculator function. What we are going to do is, after taking the user input, like as to which choice the user wants, and then we're going to print out let's perform addition, and then we're going to call the user input function. So what happens here is basically we're going to ask the user to give the numbers in two different lines, and the number given in the first line will be assigned to the variable a, and the number given in the second line will be assigned to the variable b, and both of them will be returned, and it will be assigned to a comma b respectively over here, as you can see. And then over here we're going to call the addition function. So what happens is, the addition function is very simple. We're going to add a and b, and after returning a and b, they get stored in the output variable, and then we print out the sum is output. We have used the F letter over here to show that instead of printing actual word output, we're going to print the actual value of output, which is going to be the result of a plus b. Now for the second choice, what we're going to do is again pass it to user input and get input a and b, and then this time we're going to call the subtraction function, which basically does subtraction of a minus b, and after it gets returned, it's going to be stored in the output variable. And once again we're going to print this similarly to the addition function. We're going to print this is the difference, or else we're going to print exit the program, because if any other choice has been chosen by user, that means the user wants to exit. So we're going to print out exit the program, and then in the main function what we're going to do, we're going to print the calculator display function, which is this, and then we're going to take the user input using this, and after that we're going to pass out the user input into the calculator function, and we're going to print out the value which we get from the calculator. So let's see how this code works. So as you can see, we have options to choose which operation we want to perform. Let me choose subtraction, and then let me input two numbers, 4 and 5. So it even handles negatives, so we have gotten the answer over here. Let me run this again to check our addition, and then let me give 8 and 9. So I have gotten the value of 17, and let's give some number, let's say 5. Then it's going to exit the program no matter what.